Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and in today's video we're looking at some iPhone 15 Pro accessories from MagEasy. We have their Odyssey M case along with a MagPad 15-watt wireless charger with some pretty awesome features. A huge thank you to MagEasy for sending these over for the purpose of review. Of course they're going to be linked in that description down below, so let's take a look. So here we have the two accessories. Of course we have the case side of things with the Odyssey M, and then we also have the MagPad, which like I mentioned is a 15-watt MagSafe charger, and that's the first one we're going to be taking a look at here for the iPhone 15 Pro. Now again, these were sent over for the purpose of review, but as always everything in the video is my own thoughts and opinions. So first off then, with the MagPad you've got a little bit of information with regards to what it comes with: snap-on, power up, a built-in kickstand which we'll get onto, and it's also aviation grade aluminum alloy. Now the MagPad comes in at around $39, however at the moment over on the MagEasy website you can get it for just under $30. So not too bad compared to some other MagSafe accessories even coming directly from Apple. Now the packaging itself pretty simple. We've got the MagEasy just on the side here, and then we have the USB-C to USB-C cable. Now it's coming in at around 1.5 meters, and that does mean that you don't have to be super close to your power outlet, because again if you do want to use this in a certain orientation for gaming for example, then you've got the option to do so, but you don't have to be tethered necessarily super close to the wall side of things. And then we have the actual MagPad itself. Now like I mentioned, it's made of aviation grade aluminum alloy, which means it's going to hold up well over time. You've got the USB-C side of things here on the left hand side of things of the actual charger itself, and then again on the back here you can do different orientations because again it's MagSafe, but you then have the kickstand side of things as well. Now it's got a nice chamfered edge to it which actually looks pretty good overall in this sort of, it's kind of more of a space grey material. You've got a nice soft plastic here. It's not any sort of microfiber, any sort of lining or anything, but I don't think it's going to be scratching the back of the iPhone anytime soon. A little bit of information on the back with regards to the charging speeds, and then like I mentioned you then have the kickstand side of things, which is kind of the main part of the MagPad, allowing you to do a couple of different things. Now it's not necessarily the most secure kickstand, but it does the job, but you can't kind of hold it up in different orientations. It's more of a one and done situation. Now as well as having the kickstand USB-C that is detachable, you also have a light up ring that goes right around the actual charger itself, meaning again that if you do have this by your bedside for example, it's going to be super easy to find. The magnets as well are also super strong, and that's kind of what you want with a MagSafe accessory like this, because again if you do want to use it while you're actually holding the phone for example or playing games, which is an option based on the multiple orientations of the USB-C ports, then to have that really nice secure magnetic fit is a must. Now, not that it's made for it, but you can have it in a portrait orientation when it comes to the kickstand side of things, but that's not necessarily the most secure and it's at a very slanted angle. So for me, the main way to be using this, of course, is horizontally. And again, the best thing about it is you can also use it with the standby feature of newer iOS devices from iOS 17 and onwards with the always on display. And for me, that's actually where the MagPad actually kind of shines, because a lot of the time you have a kind of stand, for example, on your bedside or on your desk, and that's where you use your standby side of things because again your phone's always there. And if you're out and about or if you're going traveling and things like that, then a standard MagSafe or wireless charging pad wouldn't allow you to have that same standby feature. However, with this you can still charge things wirelessly but also take standby with you wherever you go, no matter where you're going, as long as you've got this charger with you. And that then leads us on nicely to the Odyssey M case from MagEasy. Now as you can see on the front here we've got a little bit of information, but the main thing here is 16 feet or 4.8 meters of shockproof protection, and it's got military grade standard protection, detachable eyelets, and it's also got the included strap as well. So as you can see on the back here, but I will show you in a moment, you can change out the eyelets. So if you don't want to use the strap and you want to use it more of a standard case, then you've got the option to do so. So once you've got everything out of the packaging side of things, as you can see here, I've just got this standard clear and black version of the case. We also then have the MagEasy strap, but this is going to be more of a certain use case in my opinion. I don't necessarily think that this is maybe for the everyday use, but if you are going traveling and you want to go hands-free but have your phone at the ready for photos or responding to messages, then this may be a pretty good viable option. Now the Odyssey M case comes in at around $49.99, so pretty good value overall once you consider everything that you're going to be getting. Of course you've got MagSafe, all of the buttons are going to be covered apart from one which we'll get onto. You've got ample room at the bottom for your your USB-C port, then we've got the volume, but then we do have an opening for the action button, and it's then completely covered around the top. Now, for me, I'm not a fan of when we have a completely open action button like that. Obviously, it's for a certain use case, and it's maybe quicker to get access to, and you'll see in a moment the way that the case is actually designed with some of the air cushioning and some of these sort of gaps and the way that it protrudes slightly. It's actually not too bad to reach all of the buttons and get to all of the controls. Again, like I mentioned, you've got those eyelets on the bottom side there, but just in general, you've got a lot of corner protection, so if you're going to be dropping this, I don't think there's going to be any issues at all. Getting the phone in is actually very easy to do, which does make me a little bit concerned with if I do drop it, if the case is going to maybe just fall off quite easily, but it's got a pretty secure fit overall. You've got some pretty good camera housing around the back here. It's not necessarily the most deep camera housing that I've seen. It's a little bit more sort of shallow, so again, if you are placing it down and there's maybe a stone that's sticking out, it may still reach it, but overall I think the case itself actually looks pretty good with this clear design. Now, of course, with any clear case, you do have the MagSafe magnet ring, which you can see, which some people may or may not like, but I don't mind it. You then got the power button, again down the bottom, USB-C and all of your speaker ports, which does have a symmetrical design to it. However, as you know, the iPhone, it doesn't have symmetrical speakers and microphones, so you've got 5 holes on one side, 3 on the other, so not symmetrical. Some people may not like that. I don't really mind too much, but plenty of room for pretty much any USB-C cable that you're going to be using. Now, while you've got some nice protection on the corner side of things, again, if you have the eyelets or not, you've got a ton of protection. There's not really too much when it comes to the lay on the table side of things, so maybe using it with a screen protector is more so the way to go with this particular case. Then, like I mentioned, we do have the volume buttons on the side here, and then that completely exposed action button. But because of the design, it's actually not too bad to get to. As you can see here, the case itself digs in quite a lot, so actually getting to the button actually just feels like you're using it naked without a case at all. So again, changing your profiles or using the action button for whatever you've got it set up for, it does a really good job overall. Just in general, the buttons themselves are very tactile, very clicky, so you're not going to be sort of misclicking, or there's no sort of spongy feel to it at all. So what I'm going to do now is just take off the case real quick, change out the eyelets for the standard case, and then we'll see exactly how that looks. Now, the way that you do this is you basically have to push it from the outside in, and it can be a little bit finicky from time to time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because you know that it's going to be secure, but it can be a little bit tougher to get these out and change them, so I may just do it off camera quickly. And then all you have to do is just push in the other eyelets, as you can see, and you're pretty much set and ready to go with a standard looking case while being still very protective. So as you can see now, we've got the corner protrusions on every single corner of the device, so I've got no issues at all if I was going to be dropping this, for example. It may bounce around a little bit because it does have quite big cushioning on the side there, but I don't necessarily think that the phone is going to get necessarily damaged in any way. Again, just really quickly going on to the volume buttons as well. Again, the tactility side of things, no issues there, really easy to use. And I actually do think the design of the case is quite nice. Again, some people may not like the clear design because it does pick up fingerprints, smudges, it may scratch easily over time. But for me, I actually think it looks pretty good. And again, considering the value you're getting here with the included lanyard, the included strap, the different ways of using the case, it's a pretty good protective case overall, in my opinion. And of course, it wouldn't be a case on the channel without testing it with a MagSafe accessory. So as always, I've got my Apple leather wallet here, and it goes on the back super easily, and the magnets are very strong as well. Now, it doesn't really move around too much because again, around the edge of the case here where the plastic meets the rubber, there's a little bit of a lip on there, which means you don't really get much sideways movement with the actual wallet on the back there. So it actually feels maybe a little bit secure compared to some other options that you've got here available. Again, you've still got all the same pass-through if you're using official Apple accessories, for example, but I think it actually looks okay. Again, you do have multiple things going on here. You've got the clear plastic, you can see the titanium, you've got the leather on the back, you've got the rubber around the side, so it may not be to everyone's liking, but it's a little bit more rugged, and I think it looks good. And that's going to do it, guys, for the MagEasy accessories for the iPhone 15 Pro. Now, as I mentioned at the start of this video, they were sent out for review, but I think there's some pretty good accessories here. The case is great, but for me, the MagPad is one of the best MagSafe accessories I've tried in a long time, just because of being able to take standby mode with you wherever you go. But of course, both will be linked in the description down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you've got any questions or any other recommendations for iPhone 15 accessories, let me know in the comments section down below. If you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so. And once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.